Coming to Belgium, I guess, was a little bit of a shock just because I had lived in California for the majority of my life. I think the most important thing for me was starting to pick up some French. I had studied it in high school, and then I started taking classes when I got here. I remember first coming here and going to some cafes, and they just kind of start speaking really fast to you in French, and I was just like, whoa, slow down, like, I don't understand. And then looking at the menu, there's not a lot of menus in English, and I kind of was eating a croque monsieur for like the first month here, which is basically a grilled ham and cheese sandwich. So everywhere I went, the only thing I knew on the menu was a croque monsieur, and I just kept ordering that. And so finally, I was like, okay, one night, Jamie and I studied like everything that we would see on a menu and tried to memorize all that stuff, what it meant in English, so that we could order something different. This is my fiance, Jamie Lee, and our little alien Penny. We've both been learning French. I think I come along a little faster because I get to speak French in the locker room with the guys, and Jamie doesn't, so.
And you had like 3 years on me.
Yeah, and so we were out with our friends one night who have a little puppy, and Jamie was trying to tell the dog to sit, which is
assis.
Assis, or, assieds-toi, sit, like a command. And Jamie said assiette, which is like a plate. So everyone's laughing at her.
And I was just sitting there like, assiette, assiette. And it really was looking
everybody at the table spoke French, and we're just dying laughing at her. So now every time they see Jamie, they say assiette. It felt good coming here personally because I had a goal of coming to Europe for a long time. And especially to Anderlecht as well, because they had made an offer for me back, I think, in January of 2009, which was kind of at the same time that I went to Celtic for a trial. And having been at Celtic for a week, and then now a year and a half later signing for Anderlecht, I really knew that Anderlecht was the place for me, just kind of comparing the two and seeing how it was like in Scotland and how it was here. Playing for Anderlecht, you can feel there's a lot of pressure from the supporters because they expect what they call here champagne football, which is beautiful football, and they expect us to win all the time. So it's a little bit of pressure, and you feel it sometimes, but I think overall you play for a club that has the most support in all of Belgium, and you see fans from everywhere. It's a small country, but I think we have support from everywhere in the country, not just in Brussels. So it's pretty cool because, coming from Chivas, we didn't have a ton of fans, and, we were kind of in the shadow of the galaxy. And then being here in Anderlecht, we're like the Lakers, I guess, in Los Angeles. So it's big and it's important, and you feel a sense of pride when you play for Anderlecht that we're a top-notch club and we have to play good every week. It's something special when you pick up the newspaper on a Saturday or Sunday, and you see like the first 10 pages of the newspaper are all about football and the results from the weekend and what's going on in the league. And, coming from the States, especially in the LA Times or something like that, Chivas and Galaxy would have like half a page. And you pick up any newspaper here, there's probably 4 main newspapers in Belgium, and the first 10 pages are all about football, and especially about Anderlecht. Everything we do is in the paper. So it's cool. There's, there might be a lot of scrutiny and a lot of pressure, but you see that the public really looks forward to those Saturdays and Sundays at our stadium. I've been looking forward to this match with the national team for a while, since it started being rumored a few months ago. Mainly because I don't know how the people in Belgium see and respect the US and MLS and the national team. I don't know if they think it's a good competition or if they look down on the national team for the US. Because you kind of get that sense in Europe that they don't think the Americans are great. So I've been really looking forward to this match and trash talking with some of my teammates, and especially for it to be in Brussels as well. I was kind of crossing my fingers early on that the game would be at Anderlecht Stadium, so that would be cool for a lot of the Anderlecht fans who see me and support me every week to maybe cheer against me or maybe be cheering for me as well. But it's still cool that it's in Brussels at the national team stadium, and I'm really looking forward to the match. I really hope we show well and prove, that we are coming along as a national team.